Let's just look at the detail of this a little bit, Tonya. What will this mean for our lives, do you think?
OK, so what this will mean for our lives, so the gruesome twosome have come up with this dystopian thing. And what you've got to fast forward into reality that's happening now. So this, I'm not talking about some kind of bad movie now. Happening now in China, where they are digitalised, is a social credit system. So you and I, who spoke out about lockdown, we knew the damage it would be doing to our children. We knew the damage it would do to our healthcare. We knew the damage it would do to our society and to our funds. And we're in this state because of what they did to us over lockdown. You and I would be locked up. And if we weren't locked up, we would have no social credit. You wouldn't be able to go to the cinema. You wouldn't be able to go out. You'd be completely controlled because you didn't have the same opinion of those that are controlling the digital IDs.
Now, there'll be people sat at home going, oh, that Tonya Buxton's been on the gin already this morning and it's only 10:30. This is not about that, Tonya. This is about being able to just log in and see your driving licence, and it's about able to get a bank account without having to have two people sign it. Simple as that, Joanna, or more malevolent?
I think the thing is, even if it is as simple as that, I still have a problem with it. So what's being talked about is a digital ID that people could have on their mobile phones. Well, for a start, not everybody has a smartphone. Even in this day and age, not everybody has a smartphone. And why should they? Exactly. My mother wouldn't be able to cope with one. And then if she started going into the bank or trying to do any of those most basic functions that you do in society, and she was told, well, you have to show us your digital ID on your smartphone, it would mean that she wouldn't be able to participate in life as fully as she does at the moment.
Bear in mind, I mean, we don't know yet what age you would have the digital ID. I don't think that's in this particular detail, is it? But they're talking about appointing executive ministers who are not MPs or peers to rewire Whitehall's approach to science. So basically non-democratic people making decisions for you. Encouraging the use of artificial intelligence assistants in schools to help teachers. More teachers, please, not robots.
Exactly.
They're talking about curtailing the power of the Treasury to micromanage spending on science and technology. What does that mean?
I mean, all of this really boils down to curtailing democracy, about taking decisions away from people who, even if we disagree with them, were voted in, and that means we've got the power to vote them back out, and handing decisions over to these technocrats who sit there and try and work out what's best for us, and we have no say over it. As far as I'm concerned, this is a plan which has been cooked up by Tony Blair and William Hagel. They're fronting it. Well, ex-prime ministers or ex-leaders of political parties are ex for a reason, and they've been booted out by the voters, and they shouldn't be sneaking back in through the back door.
And there's money in this.
That's the one.
They will be profiting. There will be people who want to push this through who will profit beyond their wildest dreams.
But we're seeing it now, aren't we? We're seeing it with how the government didn't use our money well when it came to the COVID, lots of COVID kind of deals that they were making for making COVID tests and whatever. So these unelected people will decide where this money goes. More money to create some super pension funds that will invest in UKs and startups and high-value businesses. They're going to be getting money for this as well. That's another way they're going to get money.
But I'm so glad we're talking about it.
Yes.
I am so glad this is starting a public conversation. I hope every daytime show today is discussing the pros and cons of this.